Queen Elizabeth Central Hospital was built in 1958 and at that time was considered a state-of-the-art facility in Malawi. Nearly 60 years later, the buildings are cramped and the wards overcrowded as a result not only of the HIV epidemic, but also because of a nearly 5-fold increase in Malawi's population. The wards are no longer able to meet the needs of sick patients or the medical staff that work there, let alone the patients' carers and families. The physical condition of the hospital's plumbing system has deteriorated to an unstable state with blocked sewage systems, leaking pipes, overflowing toilets, and broken showers. The sewage system is infested with rats and vermin. These conditions present significant cross-infection risks and make the lives of very sick people even more miserable. A poorly maintained system that was built decades ago for 600 patients now has to cope with up to 2,000 patients, as well as their carers, like Moses, who spent 2 weeks at Queen's looking after his brother who had a tumor removed from his leg. Thanks to the generosity of Lady Fatima Charitable Trust, LFCT, renovation of the plumbing system across the hospital began in August 2015. It is a 6-phase project. In 2015, phases 1 to 3 were completed. Phase 1 involved the renovation of the external plumbing system as well as the internal plumbing of the burns and pediatric wards. The pediatric special needs and ablution block was refitted, as were the male and female ablution blocks on the burns ward. Phase 2 saw the renovation of the pediatric oncology ablution blocks. Before then, the facilities were unfit for use by healthy adults, let alone children suffering from cancer. Imagine taking your little boy or girl into this toilet. Phase 3 focused on the maternity ward and included the renovation of ablution blocks for mothers who've just given birth. 2 sluice rooms were also refitted, critical for obstetrics wards where the level of medical waste is especially high. This is what the surgical ward shower and toilet block looked like before the intervention from the Lady Fatima Charitable Trust. Men and women recovering from surgery were using these facilities. Phase 4 put that right. Further phases will make improvements to the adult TB and oncology blocks. Of course, none of these new facilities are any use without a reliable supply of clean water. In Blantyre and across Malawi, municipal water supply is patchy and the taps at the hospital regularly run dry. This jeopardizes infection control and the well-being of staff and patients. To overcome this problem, Chira Fund, with a generous contribution from LFCT, have installed 4 industrial water storage tanks to serve the hospital kitchen, pediatric, medical, obstetric, and dental wards. Sustaining the standards of these new facilities is an ongoing challenge. Chira Fund is working in partnership with the hospital administration and other medical charities to provide additional security, cleaning products, and essential basics like toilet roll, incontinence pads, and hand soap. Like LFCT, 100% of donations to Chira Fund are spent directly on hospital projects, with 0 administration costs. The difference this work makes to the lives of patients and their families is immeasurable. It protects their safety and preserves their dignity, often in the final days of their lives. There is still much work to be done, and we are so grateful for the ongoing support of the Lady Fatima Charitable Trust.
Joseph's face was black as night, the pale yellow moon His path was marked by the stars.